All right, ladies and gentlemen, fight fans all around the world, how you doing? Hope you guys are having a good weekend. It's almost over. I can still gotta go read my Bible, man. I haven't read my Bible for the whole day. I gotta go read it. Um. So when I say better boxer, Manny Pacquiao is a better boxer than Floyd Mayweather, and I say what? I say no. Floyd's a better boxer than Manny Pacquiao. I'm talking boxing, right? When you talk about greater than Manny Pacquiao is greater than Floyd Mayweather, that's disputable. That one is one. It's based on opinion. It's based on where you're coming from, and therefore I can't say that you're wrong in saying that he's greater. You know, even though your reasonings may be wrong. Um, I mean, I could see how that's possible because it brings into the equation some subjectivity. For instance, nobody's going to tell me that Manny Pacquiao's fights, except for one with Floyd Mayweather, aren't exciting. Straight up, they're always exciting. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao brings excitement to the ring. He brings sensationalism to his fights. You either see a knockdown, a knockout, or somebody get a bloody face, or something like that. So it's always exciting. So I mean, to be fair to Manny Pacquiao, if that's part of the components of entertainment for you, and that makes him greater than Floyd Mayweather, absolutely, I agree with that. You see, so like I said, I'm not disputing that Manny Pacquiao is a greater boxer than Floyd Mayweather. No. The thing I'm saying is he's not a better boxer than Floyd Mayweather, and that's what Max Kellerman's argument was all about. Pound for pound, he's a better fighter than Floyd, and that can't be true. The ring doesn't support that. The ring had Floyd as the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, while he was when he came out of retirement by 2010 after he beat Shane Mosley. Floyd was the number one pound for pound fighter until 2015. So for 5 years in a row, Floyd was the number one pound for pound fighter. And then Floyd was the number one pound for pound fighter in 2006 or 2006 when he beat Zab Judah, and then he beat Carlos Baldomir. He was the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, and he was that from 2006 to 2007 when he retired. 7 years straight, Manny Pacquiao was second to Floyd. So if you're saying that Manny Pacquiao in the era that Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao came up in, he is the greater pound for pound fighter, then he should have more pound for pound. He should be pound for pound number one fighter by the ring more times than Floyd. I mean, no matter how you look at it, you have to come from facts, right? Almost everything that Manny Pacquiao does, Floyd does better. Right? Pacquiao don't cut off the ring. If Floyd has to hunt you down and cut you off, he'll cut you off. Floyd has more styles than Manny Pacquiao does. He has more variation and variety. He has different strategies. He adjusts much faster than Manny Pacquiao to different situations. He's never been knocked out. Pacquiao's been knocked out so many times. He boxes better. He's got more skills. You know, he's quicker than Manny Pacquiao. He's smarter than Manny Pacquiao in the ring. He's fought bigger opponents than Manny Pacquiao has fought. More times than Manny Pacquiao has fought. I mean, every aspect of this thing, Floyd seems to be always superior to Manny Pacquiao. The only thing Manny Pacquiao has on Floyd, which is what the whole crux of the argument for those who say Pacquiao is better than Floyd is that Floyd didn't fight at flyweight professionally and win a world title there, and he didn't fight at super bantamweight professionally and win a world title there. But every other division, Floyd has won a world title. He's fought higher ranked opponents than Manny Pacquiao. He's fought, generally speaking, except for Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales, he's fought better competition than Manny Pacquiao. Even if they shared opponents, except for Miguel Cotto, and that's a question, and Oscar De La Hoya and Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao can't lay claim to fighting opponents which were better off than the opponents he faced after Floyd faced them. Floyd cleared the way for Manny Pacquiao to do better than him because he'd break the opponents, and then Manny Pacquiao would come up and pick up the broken pieces and smash him. Right? Shane Mosley fought Floyd. Floyd broke him. Shane Mosley was coming off this huge. He knocked out Antonio Margarito as nobody has ever knocked out afterwards. Okay? And Shane Mosley comes and he loses miserably to Floyd after he almost dropped Floyd with a punch, right? Shane Mosley was Shane Mosley. He just wasn't allowed to be Shane Mosley after he almost rocked Floyd out. Floyd didn't allow him. He just didn't allow him, right? Oscar De La Hoya, big, strong Oscar. Floyd went up in weight. Oscar didn't have to compromise anything. He wasn't weight drained or nothing. Big, strong Oscar got beaten by Floyd, right? And Oscar picked the gloves. Oscar did everything because he was the man, right? Pacquiao come and pick up the broken pieces. Miga Cotto was broken goods when Pacquiao fought him because he had just been coming off the loss to Antonio Margarito. I think he had one win over some other guy. I can't remember what his name was. And he became WBO champion. After the fact, he regained WBO champion. That was awesome. I think he fought Joshua Clottey. Clottey almost whooped his ass, actually. But Clottey fell backwards, hurt his leg, and that's how Cotto won that fight. Even though Cotto dropped him early, though. No joke about that. But, yeah, he fought Cotto. Weight drain Cotto. So you can't even the wins that Pacquiao won sensationally, the fighters that fought him were compromised. Again, they chose to be compromised, so therefore I shouldn't be bitching about it, but it's still a point. I'm telling you, everything that Floyd did, for the most part, was better than Manny Pacquiao's stuff. That's my whole point. Then on top of that, Floyd is universally recognized as the better pound-for-pound fighter in the world, period, by just about everybody but Max Kellerman. Who's crazy to be thinking that Pacquiao is better than Floyd. It just doesn't make no sense. And his argument is fallacious, like I said. So, at the end of the day, Mayweather's a better boxer. Everybody knows this, though. Even Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman says all the other boxers, they're at this level. Pacquiao's at this level, and then Floyd is way up in the clouds. He basically says it. Max Kellerman says it, and then he comes and contradicts himself by saying Manny Pacquiao is a better pound-for-pound fighter than Floyd. He contradicts himself. You know what I mean? You don't be saying those things and then you contradict yourself. Anyway, I just want to share that with you guys. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I've been belaboring this way too long. And I've seen all the different fighters from different eras. I watched some footage on them. I read about them. And still I think Floyd is better than them all. I think if you say he's the smartest fighter ever, then hell, he's the best boxer ever. Because you have to be smart to win fights. You have to be able to adjust, adapt, and do all those things. And Floyd has all those qualities. And no, he's not just the Michigan shoulder roll defense. He got the high guard defense. He got the what do you call that defense, man? The outstretched guard defense. All right. He got the outstretched guard is kind of like what Andrew Ward does. Andrew Ward got an outstretched hand. So you got the two hands. One is outstretched and one stays close guard to your temple. Right? So Floyd got all kinds of different stances. Not to mention he can go southpaw as well. So he's got these different stances that people don't know. Floyd got multiple ways of approaching offense and defense. And I think for the first time I heard actually Jim Lampley talking about how Floyd would use his offense with his defense. He's not just a defensive fighter. He's also an offensive fighter. So, anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys. Try and finish off Floyd Mayweather TBE. There's still 5 more rounds to go. So I'll try and finish that off because I wanted to do footage on Floyd Mayweather and the past greats. That was going to be my next thing. And just showing all what the past greats do and how it's incorporated in the Floyd style and how he took that, evolved it into something new as well. You know, I wanted to show you guys that through video footage. I may not do it because it takes too much time to do, but I would really have loved to do it. Just show you guys the shit that Floyd be doing in that ring, man. It'd be just incredible. Yeah, he's God gifted, but he also studies. I can tell you he studied a lot of the past boxers and the past greats, and he used different aspects of their games in his game. That's how he was able to be so good. and just be so far ahead of everybody. He was a student of the craft, man. He was a student of boxing. And that's what, people always get caught up in his showmanship and his loud mouth and all of that stuff. But really, they should have paid attention to what he actually, how he was a student of the game from the get-go. A student of the game from the get-go. And it's stuff from different boxes that he puts together in his game. I know for a fact he that leaping left hook that he utilized, he sort of made it his own, but it was really borrowed off of Roy Jones Jr.'s left hook. And I know Andre Ward borrowed the jab from the pit. Well, Andre Ward actually said that. And he borrowed, like Roy Jones Jr. said, because there's different kinds of check hooks, he did borrow a check hook or two from Roy Jones Jr. for sure. Because Roy moves across the body to drop that check hook. Floyd moves across the body as well, but he do it in a different kind of way, But Roy Jones Jr., man, to me that was Floyd's big brother. You know what I mean? That was Floyd's big brother. Floyd kind of, when Roy was at the peak, when Roy was really doing it, Floyd was also emulating some of the things that Roy was doing, for sure. Floyd would sometimes put away the jab, because Floyd used to use the jab and the high guard stance. Actually, what people don't know is Floyd fought with the high guard stance. He didn't fight with the Michigan stance so much as the high guard stance. So he would have the two guards up, but he would come to you at an angle still. And when he saw Roy, he kind of copied Roy's style, sort of like. And people talk about this famous shoulder roll. While Floyd did roll a bit, he used the high guard style, and he would actually be staying. He would actually shell up in a high guard stance instead of the shoulder roll stance that you see him doing now, and with the hand tucked. Floyd would also use the extended hand stance as well. Where your hands out there, and he used the jab out there. Kind of like Charlie Burley. So Floyd got a whole ton of different stances that he has. I think I did a video on it somewhere. So people say, "Oh, he's just shoulder rolling." Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Floyd is so much more than that. It's like people say, "Oh, Floyd is just a stick and move fighter." No. Y'all, neither is Andre Ward, by the way. They so much more than that. So, you know what? I'll tell you this. Floyd has much more in common with Roberto Duran, weird as it sounds, than with a stick and move fighter. Floyd's not, I try to explain to people, Floyd's not a stick and move fighter. That's hard for people to understand. And Floyd might even say, "Oh yeah, I touch him and then I move." He might talk about sticking and moving, but that's for one fight. He might do that for a fight, but then another fight, he might just be coming after you. Watch at Shanba Mitchell versus Floyd Mayweather. Watch it, Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather. And tell me, in both fights, if he was using the shell or if he was using a high guard stance and the extended hand stance that I was talking about. Shanba Mitchell was a southpaw, so was Zab Judah. Check it out. Then watch how he handled the southpaw Robert Guerrero. Totally different style to that style that he was using against Shanba Mitchell and against Zab Judah. It's different styles. Floyd used different styles. That's what people don't understand. Go check out his fight with Ricky Hatton. Totally different style. It was inside fighting. Straight through. It was just inside fighting. He looked more like Andre Ward, and I said he looked more like Roberto Duran than he looked like a stick and move fighter. Because you can't do stick and move with Ricky Hatton. It never worked. Ricky Hatton will kill you. Can't do stick and move with him. You know what I mean? You can't. I'm talking about classical stick and move, right? I'm not talking about the stick and move that people call what Floyd doing. I mean classical stick and move. You're going to have to confront Ricky Hatton because he's going to get on the inside, right? So Miguel Cotto, that fight was real interesting because that was about inside fighting nonstop. That was an inside fight for the most part. Floyd was you still sometimes get range and distance, but for the most part he had to fight Miguel Cotto on the inside. He'd get some distance to really land some shots on the outside too, but most of that fight was on the inside, and he had to win some of those battles on the inside. I'm just telling you guys, man. Floyd's much more than a stick and move fighter. He's much more than the shell defense, right? So when I hear Sugar Ray Leonard talking about Floyd, you know, he's like his dad. Floyd was beating his father, and he was giving his uncle a good run for their money, good scrap for their money, when he was just a child, man. Just a child. Shoot, as a child, he was beating grown men. You understand what I'm saying? So, no, I think Floyd is, and this is universally accepted, that Floyd is, or was, the pound for pound #1 boxer in the world while he was not retired. Okay, it's just what it is. And that's just a universal acceptance. Nobody questions it because they've seen his performance in the ring, they've seen his performance outside the ring. If you want to forensically look at it and break it down, you look at the opponents of Floyd, you look at the opponents of Manny Pacquiao, you look at the caliber of opponents, and they're usually higher than Manny Pacquiao's. Like I said, the only exceptions I know with Manny Pacquiao are Antonio Barrera and Eric Morales. You got Timothy Bradley, who's an excellent fighter as well. Right? I think that's it for Manny Pacquiao's resume. Everybody else Floyd has faced. He faced Juan Manuel Marquez, beat him. Okay? Yeah, after Pacquiao beat him, it's true. But Marquez always gave Pacquiao the fits. Floyd easily beat him. And even after Floyd beat him, Marquez was giving Pacquiao the fits. In fact, he knocked out Pacquiao after he fought Floyd. You look at the other guy, which is Miguel Cotto, was damaged goods when Pacquiao fought him. When Floyd fought him, he was far removed from that. He had a renewed confidence. He had avenged his loss, and he was coming for Floyd. He was the bigger dude and everything, and he still lost. You know what I mean? But it was still a close fight. It was a good, well-fought, close fight. You know? And my point, and he hurt Floyd. And my point is, when it comes to Mayweather fighting competition, and by the way, Miguel Cotto was the #1 super welterweight in the world at the time he fought Floyd. He wasn't the #1 welterweight when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He was, you know what I'm saying? Juan Manuel Marquez was the #1 lightweight in the world when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Not that it matters much, because he was still smaller than Floyd, or at least perceived to be, because he hadn't fought nobody at welterweight. Floyd was coming out of retirement, yeah, but it's still a tune-up fight for Floyd, because dude was smaller and shorter than him. Like Manny Pacquiao is actually a tune-up fight for Floyd. People don't think about it that way, but that's what he is, because he's too small for Floyd. And when I say too small, I don't mean in terms of weight, because Pacquiao is heavier than Floyd. I mean in terms of reach and advantage. Pacquiao got no advantage against Floyd, and Floyd will use all his advantages to his advantage, because the guy knows boxing. He knows what Pacquiao's doing in there. He knows what Pacquiao's doing, because Floyd does it himself better. That's all. He does it better, which means he's a better boxer. And that's why the reason why Pacquiao versus Floyd was no competition. And even if Pacquiao wanted to go walk through them punches, which he was not going to do, because Floyd has power in his punches, such that he knows, Pacquiao knows, I can't just walk through this guy because I will get knocked out. Right? He knows that. And Floyd was just waiting. He was just waiting to counter his ass to knock him out. You know? I don't care how tough you are. You ain't going to just walk through a punch. Right? I know, what's the guy's name? Something Lamont. Yeah. Lamont, when he was fighting Klitschko, he was walking through punches. Well, he was trying to walk through punches, but he almost got his ass knocked out. Instead, Klitschko punched himself out. In the next fight that Pacquiao goes to face Floyd, he gonna try and walk through some punches and get his ass knocked out. Pacquiao's too smart not to. You don't walk through Floyd punches, man. He will knock you out. Cause Floyd got power, and Pacquiao knows that now. So anyway, my point is, yeah, Floyd's a better boxer than Manny Pacquiao. Everybody knows that. Max Kellerman knows that, right? But when it comes to who's the greater boxer of the era, you may have a point when it comes to excitability, entertainment, sensational fights, sensational knockouts, the thrills that it gave to people, the drama. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao might beat back Floyd. Not may. He does beat back Floyd hands down with that. And that's where you guys can say, oh yes. When it comes to entertainment value, Manny Pacquiao is highly much more entertaining than Floyd Mayweather and his fights, generally speaking. And you'll be right. And you know what's the other thing that I think I would want to say? And this is for the Pacquiao fans, for you guys who love Pacquiao so much. I want to say to you, Pacquiao gave an invaluable contribution to the world in terms of entertainment. A guy who came up from flyweight. Never done before, and entertained us immensely. And Floyd Mayweather would not dispute that with you either, because he's a Pacquiao fan. That's what y'all don't realize. He's a Pacquiao fan too, right? Right? Floyd loved Pacquiao. He won't say it out loud, but he'd be like, "Damn, man, I'm betting on Pacquiao because I know that's my sure money." Because Floyd doesn't believe that anybody can beat Manny Pacquiao except for Manny Pacquiao, and himself. But other than himself and Pacquiao beating him his own self, Floyd believes that Pacquiao, he said it. He said Pacquiao's going to be the number one pound for pound fighter after I leave. It didn't happen that way. But the truth be told, Manny Pacquiao is such an entertaining fighter. It's not funny. You got to love the guy. Right? When he fights, man, it's always excitement. You don't know if he's going to get his ass knocked out because you're wondering, is Manny Pacquiao going to get his ass knocked out? He got knocked out by Marcus. Will he get knocked out by Timothy Bradley? Then you see him get wobbled and stuff, and you're like, oh my God, he might get knocked out. Then he knocks down Timothy Bradley. It's just exciting, man. Shit. It's exciting, and that's what boxing is also all about. So, yeah, Floyd is the better boxer. Yeah, he got the pound for pound number one. He is TBE. He's the best ever boxer ever at this point in time. But one thing we can say, and this is where all you Pacquiao fans gonna love me. Shit. Manny Pacquiao is the shit when it comes to entertainment. Shit, that's what boxing's all about, right? For the casual fan, they want to entertain. They want an entertaining match. And Pacquiao gonna give you that, and that makes up for everything. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what you want. Isn't that what you want? Entertainment? Well, goddamn it. Floyd can keep all the money. He can keep the TBE. He can be the best boxer ever. But shit, come on Pacquiao fans, say this with me. Manny Pacquiao is freaking exciting. Shit, every time you see a Manny Pacquiao fight, your heart gets pumping. Because you know you're going to enjoy it. Okay, against Floyd Mayweather, it wasn't as exciting as we expected, but we was all waiting for Pacquiao to explode on Floyd. Come on now. All of y'all was waiting for it. Even me, I was watching to see. Shit, I know Pacquiao's going to explode at some point in time. When is it going to happen? Can Floyd handle it? Even though I was a Floyd fan that night, shit, I thought Pacquiao was a threat. You know what I mean? If you're being real with yourself, if you're being real now, folks, because I'm a Pacquiao fan too, so don't get it twisted. I was happy he beat Timothy Bradley. Not that I'm a Timothy Bradley fan too. Sorry, Timothy Bradley. Man, you good, but shit. Pacquiao, man. Come on now. The world knows Manny Pacquiao. And I don't think the world needs to forget Manny Pacquiao. Because Manny Pacquiao is that good. And he's proven it. He got beaten by Floyd, came right back, got the WBO title. As if he was like, bitch, please, it's mine. It's my title. You know, I'm going to say it this way. I'm looking forward to Manny Pacquiao fighting Kell Brook. This is my opinion. I may be wrong. This is just an opinion. It's not based on facts. I think Kell Brook beats Errol Spence. I think he beats him. I think Kell Brook's been in with Gennady Golovkin, which is a hell of a bigger puncher. And Kell Brook can handle anything right now. And Errol Spence, though he's a great inside fighter, I think he'll get to the inside, work Kell Brook once or twice. Kell Brook, I think, is just way too strong for any welterweight right now. I think he's the strongest welterweight out there. So I really would be interested to see how Manny Pacquiao handles Kell Brook, because Kell Brook is going to have a little bit of a reach on Pacquiao. He's got a little bit of reach, and he's going to be taller than Pacquiao. And I want to see if Kell Brook can handle Manny Pacquiao, because Kell Brook, he fought Gennady Golovkin, and he remained standing. Golovkin never dropped Kell Brook. Right? They threw in the towel, well, not because Kell Brook fell down on the ground, because they didn't want Kell Brook to take any excessive punishment. So they just kind of bailed out. You say, oh, the corner quit. Well, whatever. He still lived to see another day. And I would love to see Pacquiao versus Kell Brook, because I don't think... The problem with this is that Kell Brook is such a strong welterweight that I don't even see Manny Pacquiao really troubling Kell Brook unless Pacquiao can get to the inside. So if Pacquiao could somehow get to the inside of Kell Brook, you know, because he's a mid-range fighter, that's the problem. But anyway, I would love to see Kell Brook versus Pacquiao. And if Brook beats Pacquiao, cool. You know, I give it to Brook. But hey, look, Look, I would root for Pacquiao in that fight because he'd be the underdog, outgunned. Kell Brook would have the youth. He got that skill. He been classically trained. Freaking Kell Brook got them angles. Freaking Kell Brook don't miss like that, and he's freaking strong. That would be crazy though to see Pacquiao versus Kell Brook. And I don't know. Pacquiao may deserve to get pound for pound number one if he beats Kell Brook. Shit. You kidding me? If Pacquiao beats Kell Brook, man, that's a huge statement. Right? And I mean, Kell Brook is still inexperienced, but he is well groomed. And he is strong. Kell Brook is strong. You ain't gonna knock out Kell Brook with one shot. That ain't happening. Not even 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So if Pacquiao could somehow, get to Kell Brook, that would be extremely impressive. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, man, because some of you guys think that I'm against Manny Pacquiao, or if I say Floyd Mayweather, no. Yo guys getting the wrong idea here. I'm saying Floyd Mayweather is a better boxer than Manny Pacquiao. And most people who have their brains on would agree with that. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao's entertainment value, Floyd pales in comparison. He's got mega fights and he makes a lot of money. But Pacquiao brings excitement every single time. Amir Khan's another guy. He brings excitement every freaking time. Because you don't know if, well, in the case of Amir Khan, it's extreme excitement for his fans because they don't know if he's gonna outbox his opponent, or he's gonna get knocked out, or if he's gonna drop his opponent. I remember watching Amir Khan versus Louis Collazo, and I was freaking thinking, shit, Amir Khan's gonna get dropped. And then when Louis Collazo got dropped, I was like, god damn. I mean, Amir Khan shocked me. And he knocked Louis Collazo down a number of times. And people was talking about Louis Collazo, he's old and blah, 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 blah. Nope, homie. Nope. Amir Khan showed his brilliance that night. And I said that. You know what I mean? And it's a level of excitement Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao bring to boxing. It's just unparalleled. Even Gennady Golovkin can't touch that excitement because there's this what-if factor in the whole thing. Not only for Pacquiao, not just for Amir Khan, but also for the opponent. Like, you don't know who's going to get knocked out. It's like freaking crazy, man. And to me, that's fun. That's the fun aspect of boxing. You don't know if Pacquiao might get flattened. You don't know if Marquez was going to get flattened. Shit, Pacquiao versus Marquez was that freaking... was it a trilogy? I don't even know how many times. I think it was 4 times they fought. Shit. And each of all 4 times was exciting. Alright, it was like crescendo when Marquez knocked Pacquiao out. It was like, I remember Roy Jones Jr. saying, oh, he's not going to get up, Jim. He's not going to get up, Jim. I was like, damn. Shit. And then everybody was so, it's like extremes. Pacquiao was just there still on the ground. I remember when Roy Jones Jr. got knocked out by Antonio Tarver, my heart fell into my guts, man. I was like, oh, couldn't believe it, But that's the fun in boxing. You know what I mean? That's the fun in boxing. The emotional highs, the emotional lows, the drama of it. That's the fun of it as well. And you guys got to admit, Manny Pacquiao encapsulates that. And that's why people love Manny Pacquiao so much. Timothy Bradley encapsulates that. Even though Timothy Bradley's not so much. I mean, I'll never forget that fight Timothy Bradley had with Provatnikov, man. Shit, Timothy Bradley was knocked the fuck out on his feet and still fighting back. Shit, come on now. Those are memorable fights, right? That's all I'm saying. You guys have a great one.